Hey mamas, it's Kathleen. I wanted to talk to you about the importance of documentation and keeping receipts and text messages. And depending on your state, like if you're in the United States of America, like currently I live in Wyoming, the state of Wyoming. So in the state of Wyoming, it is a one-party consent state. So let's say it's myself and my ex-husband. If I decide to get my phone out and record our conversation, I would be the only party that needed to consent to that. I have a course that does talk about each state's laws and regulations, and I can place that link below. But it's really important for that documentation for myself because he has said some very outlandish things to me in regards to not wanting to co-parent, not wanting to talk, being very combative and demeaning. But also, it's really important to note dates and times, whether that's in a Google document. I think I talked about Our Family Wizard, but Our Family Wizard is great for documentation because you can send receipts on there. You can, also regarding text messages, if you send a text message, it also has this tone meter, which is incredible. I wish everything had that. But let's say you're frustrated and you want to send a text message that says, okay, you should have been here an hour ago. Instead of saying that, it would say this comes across as, it's not going to say this, but abrasive, comes across as abrasive. And then you change your tone. Okay, we've been waiting for an hour. Please let me know when you show up. Or something like that, right? So that's really important. Whatever platform you choose, make sure you take the time also when you're feeling emotional to not say the first things that come to your mind, because we all want to do that, and then it can get you into trouble and then cost you your child, right? Your child being with you in the end. So be mindful, which text messages give us the chance for that, right? We want to send text messages out immediately and get our information out there immediately, but it's okay to set your phone down and then give it some time and give yourself time. Can they wait 5 minutes for a response? They can. Yeah, it's okay. And if they can't, and your ex-husband gets frustrated with you and says something mean, then that's documentation as well for you and looks better for you. But documentation is one of the most important pieces, I would say, in any field, right? But particularly when you are looking for primary or full custody of your child, because it shows when you're taking them to the doctor. Are you being a communicative co-parent? Are you willing to co-parent with your ex? That's going to show all of that. And if you also need to create something. If you're not using Our Family Wizard, I did use it. It's an amazing platform, but my ex refused to use it. So it's $100. It's $99 per parent. So you have to pay for it, and then your co-parent has to pay for it. Or I think it's still $10 a month. So it's not outrageous at all, right? Especially if you can put all communication on there. But that's something to keep in mind, that documentation is of the utmost importance for everything. And if you have any questions about it, like I said, I have created a course. I tried to create everything that I would ever want to be in there, because I literally knew nothing about this process when I started, and I was completely overwhelmed, and I was sad, and I didn't know who to turn to, and I turned to a couple of my friends. But you get tired of being broke and asking for legal advice and paying for it, but it's all worth it. It is completely worth it. When you're able to be level-headed and not lead with emotion and stick it out to the end, right? Because it's for your child, which is the most important thing.